Hey guys, it's Daniel. I wanted to talk to you guys about WWF's Over the Edge 1999 show. It's been 26 years to the day since Owen Hart died. I just finished watching the show, and I just wanted to give you my thoughts and perspectives on it. Uh, WWF in 1999, I mean, the product was on fire. It was hot. You know, you had some of the best talent like Undertaker, Stone Cold, and, you know, all kinds of talent. You had great storylines. And this event is tragic, though. It's one of the worst wrestling events, WWF, WWE events, because Owen Hart tragically died 26 years ago today. He was supposed to um, do this stunt where he was supposed to fly into the ring in superhero fashion, as Jim Ross said. He was supposed to, fight the Godfather, beat the Godfather, and win the Intercontinental title. But unfortunately, he landed wrong, and you know they tried to, you know, um, save him, but they took him to the hospital, and tragically he passed away May 23rd, 1999, 26 years ago today. And it's just very sad. I mean, Owen Hart, he was a great wrestler, great heel, great villain. You know, say what you want about the pile driver he gave to Stone Cold, and you know and so forth. And he didn't apologize for it. I mean, Stone Cold and Bret Hart have admitted to it, which was not good. But at the same time, I don't think anybody should die on the job like that. He went there that day to do the stunt. Again, he was supposed to beat the Godfather and, win the Intercontinental title. And that would have given him a big boost in his career. You know, I personally didn't like him as Blue Blaze. I just, personally liked him as Owen Hart. I mean, I liked him as the Owen Hart character, but, you know, and I really appreciate Jim Ross for, just telling the people that, this is not a part of the storyline. It's not a part of the show. Owen Hart fell into the ring. It's a tragic event. But he kept saying it was not part of the show. It was not part of the storyline, which, you know, I think a lot of people at that time didn't really believe it. Because back then it was a different time in the 90s. We didn't have social media. We didn't have, TikTok. We didn't have YouTube where you can go and find out if it was part of the stunt or not. So, but, everything Jim Ross was saying was true. And I respect Jim Ross for, I guess breaking kayfabe, as you would call it, breaking character, just basically saying that this is not part of the show. You know, it wasn't part of the show. It's not a storyline, and it's just a very sad, one of the saddest days in wrestling, one of the darkest days in pro wrestling. Owen Hart dying like that, and I think the more pathetic thing is Vince McMahon, the owner at the time. He didn't stop the show. He kept the show going, which even to this day, I feel that the show should have been stopped. I mean, one of your performers who made you money, who made you millions, he busted his ass to go out there and perform and make you money and, provide for his wife and kids. He dies and you just continue on like nothing. I mean, it was sickening. It was just very sickening back then, and even now, me watching the show, I feel he should have stopped the show. He should have stopped the show, gave everybody their money back, and canceled the show. But he didn't, because he wanted the money. He didn't want to stop the show. and it's just pathetic. I respect Vince McMahon as a promoter. He made WWE what it is and so forth, but for him not to stop the show and continue on like nothing. I mean, it was just a slap in the face to not only Owen Hart but Bret Hart and his family and his wife. But ultimately, you know, Martha Hart, who's Owen Hart's widow, sued the WWE in 2000, and ultimately she got close to 18 million, and started the Owen Hart Foundation, which has done a lot of good for people, so forth. And yeah, it was just a very tragic day. Um, I mean, I love WWF back then. I love 1999 WWF, but this show was not good by any means. I mean, the wrestlers themselves, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, everybody was sad. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to continue on with the show, but I mean, their boss, Vince, told them to continue on with the show. So, what other choice did they had? They had to continue on. So I couldn't even blame them. But and especially when you watch the main event, Undertaker and Stone Cold, you can see Undertaker's entrance. You can see the pain in his face. You can see that Undertaker was saddened that his friend just died, and you could see the sadness in his face. You could see the sadness in Pat Patterson's face, and the show shouldn't have went on. The show should have stopped. You know, the minute Owen Hart, you know, that incident happened and they took him out, the show should have just stopped right then and there. But for some reason, probably greed, Vince just wanted to continue on with the show. And the guy's an evil guy. Vince McMahon, like I said, he's a great promoter. He's one of the best promoters in wrestling. I mean, you can't take that away from him, but he's an evil guy. And it just shows that he didn't care for Owen Hart. He didn't care for Bret Hart or his family. And, maybe it was a tragic accident. I mean, by all accounts, it doesn't seem intentional, but it seemed like an accident. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you didn't stop the show. And one of your workers, again, who busted his ass and made you money, though he may not have been as big as Stone Cold or The Rock or Undertaker, but he was a pretty big star. I mean, he had good matches with his brother Owen. With his brother Bret at WrestleMania 10. Had great matches with Stone Cold, had great matches with The Rock and everybody. So, you know, you should have had that respect, knowing that when he died, you should stop the show. And he did not do it. And it was not good. But times have changed for Vince now, huh? Now he's not there no more. He sold his company to UFC TKO, and he's been erased from his company. So I guess karma got to him. When you do bad to people, I guess it'll come back to you, and it came back to him in a very bad way, and he's not there no more. But yeah, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the show. I mean, I just finished watching it like a few minutes ago, and it's a tragic show. It's a tragic event. Um, you really shouldn't watch it. I mean, yes, the talent was there. The product was hot and so forth, but it's not really a show that you should go back and watch. I mean, I watched it because, it's been 26 years. So in the next 4 years, it'll be 30 years since the tragedy took place. So I just wanted to just go back in time and look at it. But it's a tough show to sit through. It's a sad show to sit through. And R.I.P. to Owen Hart. You are missed. You are loved. And just a tragic event that happened that day, 26 years ago today. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Leave your comments and like it and give me your thoughts on the show. Thank you.